I just made an amazing discovery. So I was fiddling around checking how I'm gonna do the dash layout, and this is the standard cluster. Alright, standard cluster comes with a speedometer. I'm not sure if this is GL or the sport one. So you have a fuel tank, you have a temperature, which by the way works. That's your oil light. We're going to replace that with an oil pressure gauge, and then you have your indicators, and that is your alternator. We're going to replace that with the actual valve gauge. This is not too accurate since it still relies on the mechanical, what's its name, cable setup thingy. So we're going to replace it with a digital GPS speedometer. But more importantly, this here, this is the rev gauge. This is, which brand is this? But it's a rather nifty cool rev gauge. It has recoil, and it's got a light, shift light, to show you, look here, if you want to set your limiter, it has that. But check this out. So I removed this one from its housing, from this housing. Check here. Ta-da! It actually works, bro. But you must see this thing in action. It's like super bright with the LED lights and everything. So old meets new. And on top of that, so the bracket that held this in place. Sorry I didn't record it, but I just grinded it away a little bit. Alright? Grinded it away a little bit, and then which way did it go on? This way. Check your flash. Perfect fit, my bro. How satisfying is that, bro? See the cool Palestine because we're adding all this free, all the spinnacles, bird rubbers, not so free Palestine, our brothers and sisters in Palestine, and all those all over the world. What's up with episode? Stay in there, don't worry. We will continue making dua and we stand for Palestine. But yeah, so this we want to box it, and then have the LED light around inside the box. What's his name, shining onto the side. So shoutout to Wasim for cutting out this for us. That's super cool. You use the CNC machine, and that's actually wood. Let's get back to the video. So the last guys for you. There we go. Motorbike is also here. I don't know why he's not working on his wheels.
I'm gonna go work on Eric now.
Yes,
there's some funny things going on with Eric. Eric's okay, you know what, now I'm going to give you a brief update on Eric in this video for 30 seconds. So he can go back to his work, and I will just add in this video what's happening with Eric. Salute!
Huh?
Yeah.
Danko! Shukran.
And if there's anybody that want, I got the bread. If you want to bring your own peanut butter, and another bra can bring the milk, another bra bring the tea bags, then we can slam, you know, a lekker peanut butter bread and tea, you know, or coffee and peanut butter, you know, lekker one, man, lekker one.
Peanut butter and jelly. Check how clean that is. Yo, that's mooi. Just dirt on the edges there. Let's see if we can wipe it away. Yeah, it actually comes off. Oh, that's much better, eh? That's super cool. And now it has this module or controller unit where you can set it where the RPMs, where it should start flashing, and that's your flash or your limiter light. And then it also has a recoil, has a few options. Mental note: if you take things apart, make sure you safely guard and stash your screws, because now I don't have none of the screws besides this one. For the other part of the dash as well, with the cluster rather, I have nothing, I don't know where I put it, but nonetheless I have drilled out all the holes, and now I have to align it to see if everything works out fine. Okay, there we go. And then, ta-da! This is the main one. That the controller unit. I'll have to place it somewhere on the dash or drill a hole. But yeah, coming along nicely, see. All fixed, mounted. Actually, this is the best I could. Unfortunately, it's plastic, and it's the best I could get it. Over the years, it's faded from standing in the sun. I mean, this car's super old. That's the best I could get for now. Oh man! Shout out again to Obut. He covered this this piece of the dash for me. This is leather or vinyl leather rather. I would have loved genuine leather, but ish is expensive now. Also, he explained to me it's easier, more pliable. The vinyl leather has more stretch. So before I install the cluster, I'll have to install this first. By the way, I must spray this lacquer black. Actually, let that go sit for a bit. Another day, another wire. So last you guys saw, we fitted that. Kind of fitted it. We got it inside the cluster. If anybody's got a better looking piece of plastic covering here for me, let me know. But before we actually mount it, we need to make sure it's working. So there's 4 wires. I lost the manual, so I don't know the wiring out of my head. But if my memory serves me correctly, the black would be a common or earth. One of these 3 is a signal wire. Signal wire meaning it gets a signal for the revs from the negative of the coil. So on your coil, mind you, this is an electronic ignition system setup. I don't know if it will work on a points setup, but this is from a Sierra Sapphire. You can go check one of our previous videos to see how I actually wire this up. But you see there, it will say 15 plus, and this one will say -1. So honestly, I don't want a 15 and a 1 means, but I know this is a positive and there's a negative. So there's one open point there, so that will be the signal wire to the coil, and then the other one would be to light it up, to power it, the whole setup. Right, so essentially there's supposed to be 3, so I don't know what the other one is for. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and connect it and see which one is which. Right, so earth or common would be anywhere on the chassis, because from a battery is connected to the chassis, so the whole entire metal, that would be a earth or common or negative. So as you can see, here's one on this frame here, so this is a negative. So I don't need to take a negative from the battery, so I can use this. And then a live that I'm looking for is this one over here. This one powers my fuel pump, so I know this is 12 volts live here, so I can tap from this and then see if I can just power it up so it can light up. So as I'm about 5 meters of this wire, this is a 1.5. Don't look at the casing. I think the casing is, look at the wires itself. Yeah, that's a decent size for 12 volt. So I'm gonna put a few earths on here, since I'm gonna be powering a few. Perhaps in the future, not perhaps, definitely for sure, there will be more gauges and stuff, so we'll be needing more earths. So I'll just connect like 2 or 3 onto that point, so that when the time comes and I have earth wires already laid out that I can tap into. If you can, buy a few of these different lug fittings. Yeah, don't judge my neatness now. It's all about purpose here, functionality, purpose. It works. So I link the 2 together and I'm gonna fit that over there now. Careful, like when you do connect the live, make sure it's after the switch. In this case, I got this switch. So now just to make sure for the time being that the things work before I actually fit proper switches and so on. But make sure the live that you connect to your items will be able to be disconnected. So in that case, we're using this. So I'm teeing the two lives. This is for the fuel pump. So I'm running off the fuel pump, another live there. Yeah, so that live will be using on the gauges now. Alright, so where's this live now? Always make sure your live doesn't touch your chassis anyway, because your chassis, like I said, is negative. So here it goes. So we have the negative connected to the black, and now we're gonna go ahead and see which one will actually light it up. As for the lights, it's not the orange, not the white. Shit. It's not power anything in here. So then the black is probably not the negative. Shit. And what is? Wait, there was 2 points where I connected the thing at the back. Alright, so we're gonna try again.
Is the installation preview?
Nothing. Alright. To make sure power is actually coming through, if you don't have a tester, I would recommend just a simple LED 12-volt bulb. So I'm gonna see if there's actually power coming through here before I do anything else. So again, black is earth, and this is supposed to be the live, and there is actually power coming through here. So power is being supplied. Something wrong with the cluster then. Damn. You know what I almost think is that the two must be put together, if my memory serves me correct. The red along with the orange. Yeah, hope I'm not gonna burn this thing out, bro. Nope. Or is it the white with that? White with that. I don't know. And then there was life. Turns out I must connect the controller unit and the shift light. And then also just powering the red alone is not enough. Must have the red and the white together. What's up? wait, very nice. So I legit thought I'm gonna do it the next day. I was like, I can't chill, ne? I can't chill. Let's just connect this one here. That is a positive for my pump. So this wire here, that is the signal wire, is going to the negative of the coil. I weaved it around here and it's going through the firewall. And we're actually gonna start it up now to see. Hopefully it lights up, because normally after you fit everything and it tends to not want to work. So I fitted the dials inside the cluster, and we're actually gonna see if it comes on and if the gauge is actually working now. So bismillah. Righto, let's see. Wipers off. Okay. God damn you, Stefano. Signal wire is not working. Gone one them all, eh? Luckily I didn't fit it yet. Like I said, we normally just test it like us. But it looks cool, eh? But the whole point of a tachometer or rev counter is to see the revs, and the revs is now not working. Man, is this orange wire? That's the orange wire. Let me think. Un momento. Legit guys, I've tried everything. So this is a controller unit. You can sit with it peaks. You can sit, I don't know, like the lights, but no matter what I do I can't. I don't know if that is, I had one of these previously in my chambaki, and it had nothing to do with the fact that the tachometer is not working, the gauge is not moving. I don't know what else to do. I've checked YouTube as well. I don't want to connect it to the positive of the coil just now. Something blows, because that's a 12-volt wire, and this is supposed to be a signal wire. I know it must go to the negative side of the coil, which is what I did. I tried a different wire evens, thought perhaps the connectors is wrong or whatever, tried everything, doesn't work. So I don't know if this video will conclude in me being like, hey, I got it right. No, I don't want to be fake like this. I want to show you guys the real, like the real deal. Like, this is what we go through, or car guys go through. I'm not gonna paint it all glossy like, hey, nah, it's like quick, man, side of the garage, sort it out. No, side of the garage struggles a lot. And off camera I've been swearing a lot, but because we have youngsters watching, I can't put that on here. But I don't know, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube videos. I can't find any videos or TikTok videos or YouTube videos on the specific model, but yeah, I'll even switch the places. My trigger model, the trigger module, it runs off this point as well. So yeah, obviously if that didn't work, then the car wouldn't have started. I even connected a wire directly to that. Still nothing. So I don't know. Perhaps just after this I will be like, hey, next day we got it sorted. Perhaps. Let's wait and see. Oh, you don't have to wait, I have to wait. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hamad out of Crawford. Say hi, Hamad. So I posted this dumb video. I couldn't show much, but I needed the help of say Hamad. Verstaan jy? To ask. So Hamad showed me now on the tachometer. I saw these numbers 1 to 12. So I thought that's a RPM. He just informed me that is the amount of cylinders. So where it's connected is on the negative of the coil. So the thing was set to 6. So it was used in a 6-cylinder. Shout out to Zana. I remember Zana had a Ford V6 and this probably came from a Ford V6. So perhaps that is why it didn't work. Come on.
Yeah, you never know. He was driving a 12-cylinder kit.
Ons kyk as gaan maar reg. Let's see if it was correct. Alright, okay, so I want to show Hamad and I want to show you guys at the same time. So, alright, Bismillah. Yo ma. Fark batteries now, pap. Really now.
If you're on the battery, I'm not gonna rest till it work, my brother.
And I lost my jumpers. Jumpers is gone. It's always like this. Okay, other battery fitted, guys. Bismillah.
Hey, bandage.
What the hell? Yoi.
Can I be apa? Bismillah.
Alright. Bismillah. Alright, I think I start. But the RPMs still nothing.
Still nothing. So now remember you must have got that module, no? What is the module running? Okay, even it's fine, you can figure that one out. So you must say, you got the constant earn, you got.
My last and final hope is that Johan de Kok posted on Facebook and she said I must try the orange wire on the distributor. So there's an orange wire on the distributor and a leak gave me a layout. That is the second wire from the right on my module. So I'm gonna tee it from there, the orange wire, since that signal wire is also orange. I'm gonna try that. Fingers crossed. I'm first gonna try it one last try from the negative. Even the what's its name, the layout says that the negative, which is the last wire on the module, which is connected to the negative on the coil, even that pamphlet or that instruction manual say that is your ref counter wire, but nonetheless, let's try it one last time. Hopefully the starter doesn't make nonsense. Okay, so that doesn't work. Well, it's now probably 1 week later. I've done some online searching. There was one dude that commented and said, check this plug, the red one. Apparently this one is to add other gauges on the same type of or same product. Yeah, so this here, the signal wire is supposed to come out of this one, but there's 4 points. You can see there's 4 points, so which one it is I don't know. This, I found this laying in my garage, so I just modified it slightly so it can actually go in there, and this one has the 4 points. So I'm gonna see which one of these wires will work as the signal wires. Fingers crossed. One guy said it's the last point on it, so I'm gonna see. Last point would be the yellow one or the black one. I'm gonna try that one. You won't believe my luck. And the crap thing is, I can't even go live and ask for assistance, because you guys will be seeing this some 3-4 months later. But starter shot, bro. My buddy out of Cape Town sent me a starter, but that starter is for the newer gearbox, so the ring gear will have to be changed. Fortunately enough, Warren's got a flywheel with a matching ring gear for me, but that means the gearbox or the engine has to come out, and I really don't smart for that now. I just wanted to see if the speedometer works. So this has been over period. When last you guys saw videos? Now Friday, Monday night, Sunday night I was busy. That's the last time you saw. The previous section was Monday night, Sunday night or Monday night. I've been busy all week. So after that video, this is like 4 days later, because we had spinning over the weekend. I couldn't get to Flippy, so today I'm gonna remove the starter. I don't know if you guys can see this, kind of dark, but there's 1, 2, third bolt is on top. I already removed that. Seems like 13 or 14. I'm gonna remove that bolt and remove the starter. It's never ever just a quick in and out job. So I got a 5-speed Sierra Sapphire gearbox. Originally the car came out with a 4-speed box, and then this year's result, I don't know if you can see, but the flanges or the bolt patterns is not the same. Now this one is, these are wider, whereas these are shorter. But then I got, there's this a buddy of mine out of Cape Town sponsored us with this here starter. I paid like pretty cheap for the thing here. The sponsor. I don't know, but thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. So the box has been laying for about a month, and then we're gonna open it now. Perhaps the starter will work. Hope you guys can see there. Ooh. Love unboxing, eh? Damn. Shush. A taillight. A taillight lens. Yo, thanks, my bro. Which side is this? I'll have to check, but this looks different to mine because the orange is gone and it has the reflector light in it. I appreciate it so much, my brother. Slightly bent, but that's, I don't know. It's probably the way they smoked it, with the process. Let us know in the comments down below how they get this right. Thank you so much, my boss. So now the starter, I'll just get this out of the way. So the starter he gave me, the cell comes with a, is this alive or earth, a battery terminal, but as you can see, the length in front is not at all the same. It's completely different. So this one here is for a Pinto motor, I'm assuming. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. But this here, Kent, this here, Pinto. Or I guess it's from the newer Sierra Sapphire Kent motors with their 5-speed gearboxes. I don't know. But I highly appreciate it. I'm sure I'm going to be using this in the foreseen future. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these two into ranges and have them swap the parts over, fix this one and use this one's parts. So off the ranges I go. I'm sure each town, city or suburb has a place like this. This is ranges, clutch and pressure plates, prop shafts, starters, alternators, brake discs, pads. Check it in. This is trusty Mike. You've been helping me and Noor both. Eric the spin car, met die escort, met die since die shitbox nou, van die bakkies het daar. Since the shitbox, so he's sorting out Flippy starter. He says this thing is completely moved. I can't use that. What is what is it? Bendy? What is it? Bendix, yeah. The Bendix. So if it does this, let me just show you. If it's supposed to be proper spring load, it's supposed to pop back somewhere immediately now. So there's supposed to be much more tension on this. So what is going to do with that is going to replace the whole entire front Bendix. Yeah. So looking forward to that one. Thanks, boss man. Sure, man. So like I said, the whole build will be documented. It's only fair that I tell you guys how much this was. This was $600. But you have to consider the fact that they replaced this with a brand new one, and this front part is also brand new. I mean, and check that that's what it's supposed to do. And then I don't know what exactly at the back they fixed, but yeah, they clean it up lekker. So I mean, as long as it's basically like having a new starter again. And if anything, what's cool about them, if it still gives any problems, I can just take it back. But fingers crossed it's not going to give no problems. But yeah, and what you also have to consider is the fact that you can't get these parts from anywhere. You can't go to a shop like, hello, have you got a Kent starter for me? And no, probably not, eh? Free Palestine, brother. Let's see. Whoppa! From the river to the sea.
When we come back with E46 M3.
Okay, let's lower it and see if the rep counter works. I had to put it on wired, so I connected the earth, the live, so it's running. And as you saw in the last video, that there is a signal wire. So one of them is supposed to trigger the idling. Ah, it works! It works! That's the orange one, it works! Let's do that again. Come on. Oh, it works! Thank you, uncle, in my comment section. It works! It's a good day. It's an orange wire. That works, it works. Thank you so much. It works. Now I can put the dash together. Lekker. So probably looking scruffy, but yeah, look here, we had to take you guys along on the journey. Took me 2 weeks. First was the wiring and then it was a starter, but I never gave up. Okay, you guys didn't see me cussing and coming on here when it wasn't working, but what an awesome feeling. Now we can actually put the dials together and start with the wiring of the toggle switches and awesome feeling. Thanks to you guys for the support. Okay, the guys in the comment section, because this wasn't real time like other times, but yeah, never give up. Easier said now after it's actually working. Alright, it's almost Maghrib, almost sunset. Got everything through. Still mount this. This isn't lining up lekker. Because this was covered, that's rather difficult. Let me see if I can get the screw in there. Obvious. But besides that, let's see. Hey, out. I must still mount my limiter light, but there's the setting. What's this name? Yeah, that's cool, man. Like it's not an easy fan, but nonetheless. It's working. So yeah, I can set where it limits. I can change the colors. Blue. How's it blue looking? Nah, look at it. So now I must just put the cover back. Let's see if, yeah, there we go. The LEDs at the back, that's connected with the lights. I was gonna connect that with the dash lights, but I was thinking, during the day is now not gonna show. You know, you get these instances where you were like, I'm on the way to go throw the dirt away, and it's like, wait, this panel is laying here. Let me just see if it actually fits. And then one thing leads to another. So on the Escorts panel, it has these blank plates. Blank pieces of plastic. You can drill a hole and you can fit screws, switches to it, and that's what I did. I bought these from the general store that sells switches and whatnot. This one is gonna go for my ignition. I don't know, that one for the fan. That here is my hazards, and then there's gonna be a 12-volt power supply socket, and then yeah. So there's 3 switches. So this one is gonna be for my ignition, and then I need one for the pump and one for the fan. So you have your 12 volt coming in from the battery, that's your live, and on the switch it will say there 12 volt, right? And then the other side is where it's actually going to, where it's gonna power. So right now it's open, so when I flip the switch it's gonna close. All right, and then to have the light burn, let me just see if I quick test run to see if everything is working. Ignition, pump, oh, okay. That's now the downside of carburetors. The float bowl first I have to fill up, and that's why I got this, so I don't need to do that. But I just wanted to check if the lights is not too bright or distracting. This is kind of distracting, I'm not gonna lie. It's rather bright, and I'm still gonna see at night how it looks. And then there's also a light inside there. It's supposed to light up, I don't know, this ring here, but that's an extra switch for when I go fuel injection. Now to put the cover there, and I need gauges, my oil pressure gauge for one. Alhamdulillah.